Alright. We have Harumasa. I honestly did not like Harumasa when I first encountered him within the Section 6 stuff. I was just like, oh, homie is a twink. And that was literally it. But it seems like from the trailers and everything that we've seen so far, there's definitely something that's kind of being hidden from us. Like, he definitely has some corruption shenanigans that are happening. He definitely doesn't just seem like, oh, he's just laid back and casual, because he's definitely holding a mask to his face and just like, yeah, I seem like this person because you wouldn't like the other version of me kind of vibe. So I wonder what this story is gonna be about. A name written in water. All right. One morning inside the HSO Section 6 office.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health.
Why does he sound so sarcastic?
I'm here to submit my sick leave form. Same as before. You know the drill.
3 sick days this week. Got it.
Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
Theory is just theory. It's not like I can control this.
Yeah.
You all know I've been sick since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
I didn't choose you out of pity. It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
Oh, you're too kind. What can I say? I'm a genius.
He really gives me like Kaya vibes. I'm not even gonna lie.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
A correction? That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading. Though, it was my cat's temperature.
Bro!
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
It sounds like we're gonna run into this on our day off.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work. But a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned?
Because it's too good to be true. And even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences.
That was a cool line, Yanagi.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Chief.
I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago.
I wonder if this has any tie to Harumasa at all.
It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but the side effects are severe. It worsens corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to turn into an ethereal.
Oh, those are the consequences Nagi was talking about!
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts.
But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just say something?
Nope, nothing. I'll let you get back to approving my sick leave then. My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying.
It's crazy.
Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone.
This guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He takes a leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Listen, if he needs the accommodations, he needs the accommodations. Like, don't know about that.
Harumasa just has something he has to get done. If possible, I'd also like to...
Oh, no, you don't. Chief, we have a very important meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it. And don't be late.
Oh.
Sometime later inside the video store, there was a faint knock on the door. However, there was only one knock, and it quickly went silent. Wise, was that my imagination, or was that a knock on the door just now? I heard it too. But it really was just one knock. That's certainly weird. They didn't collapse outside or something, did they? We should probably go check it just in case. What if I find Harumasa down on the floor?
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
Oh, it's you. Maybe wasn't that exact line used during one of the Vilesa Fest episodes with Kaya and D-Luke? Oh no, maybe I am D-Luke.
Oh, it's you. No wonder there was only one knock. Too lazy to knock again, huh?
Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock. More importantly...
You know what, he's right.
I need your help with something. Actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
Oh? Why, you need Phaeton's help?
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the Hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that I can trust.
No way this is about work. Since when did you become so passionate?
No way. This is actually for work? Since when did you become so passionate about your job? Is there something you're not telling me?
Are you in trouble? Are you in danger? Blink twice if you need help.
Ouch, that hurts. As a professional executive officer, I have always been proactive at my job, haven't I? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on?
I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means. This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
Ooh, wait, I wonder if this is tied to the main plot with that golden serum thing. Sounds interesting.
If there really is such a wonder drug, then wouldn't that give anyone free entry into the Hollows? I feel like there must be some serious side effects.
Large stare over at Harumasa.
Wise is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they?
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous. In theory, it should have been completely destroyed years ago, but recently some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before. And my goal is to find him.
This is some kind of revenge arc, isn't it?
Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation. Dennies are meant to be spent, so just name your price.
You should have mentioned that earlier. When do we leave? Damn, we're poor, huh? Well, you know what? Fairy eats up all of our batteries, so...
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So, when do we leave?
Wise or not slick.
Now, no time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner.
Yeehaw? Like, okay, sure. Okay, if I remember correctly, Harumasa is supposed to be very technical, which I don't think I'm physically ready to handle.
So, and see if we can find anything on this suspicious drug. Whoa! Looks like we've got a big one over there.
wait, is his bow also blades? That's very interesting. I'm kind of sad I couldn't switch out my regular thingy, but...
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Where are we going? Oh. Literally was 5 seconds away. All right. Well, well. To think I'd find a helicopter here of all places. Though it's a shame. This big guy's out of commission, and the clue I was hoping to find isn't it. You like helicopter? Girly pop? What is that conversation? When I was little, I once fantasized about riding the wind. That way, as long as there was wind, I could go anywhere. All right. Who are you, Yukong? As if I were born free. Actually, shouldn't I just learn how to pilot a helicopter? I support that. Go learn it. I'm just kidding. You probably won't believe me, but my phone's lock pattern is always an arrow pointing to the upper right, just like a plane. Though that symbol's got a few other meanings. Did you just tell me your phone lock screen password? Do you trust me that much? Like, that's crazy. Oops, I'm rambling. Let's keep moving. Alert. A suspicious biological signal has been detected ahead. Please remain alert. Additionally, a control switch for a container has been located on the opposite side. Use it if needed. Oh, in the Source and Karma Tribulation, Harumasa can press and hold E to enter aiming mode. I don't want to aim, homie. Oh wait, no, it's regular attack. I don't want to aim.
A bow is so convenient at times like this. It's perfect for someone as efficient as me.
I think you mean lazy.
No. If you can find a better way of doing something without needing to put in extra work, I don't consider that lazy. That's being efficient. Pew pew. Cool. So we're just doing shock damage. Okay. I'm assuming this is for like, you can do a full shock team with him or something like that. Oi.
Fine.
Anyone else? Bro.
Oh my, now there's a familiar face. If someone from public security is here, I must have found the right place.
Oh,
Come on,
there's a
let's go
whole
say
homie
hi.
over there. I'm going. I went the wrong. Hey, is that Seth?
How do you do, my fellow officers? Great work.
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again.
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work. Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy, just not in the same year. So, Asaba, executive officer, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much, really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case. Can I take a look at the samples you seized?
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet.
The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? I forget. In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me.
Mr. Executive Officer, it's not that we don't want to provide them. It's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room, and we don't have any with us right now. Right, Seth?
I see that we are all lying. Police officers lying? That sounds like a bad look for you.
That's right!
Please, you guys are pathetic. Like,
Oh, has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying?
yeah, exactly.
Since you aren't willing to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself.
Harumasa dashes over to Seth with incredible speed.
Such clean moves. Wait, did you just go through my pockets?
Oopsie!
Aha! Found it.
Harumasa picks up a syringe he confiscated from Seth and carefully examines. Did he just sniff it? That just registered in my head, sorry. And carefully examines it in the sunlight. Then, under the shocked gaze of the officers, he squeezes a few drops onto his palm before lowering his head to sniff the scent. Then, he casually tosses the drug back to Seth.
This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. If you ask me, this isn't the real stuff. Just a cheap knockoff.
How did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Oh my god. Is this a ship? This feels like a ship.
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Oh, thanks for the compliment.
Woo.
By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my bamboo here. I believe in you. Go team!
The Go team is crazy. Uh-huh. And
Sure, you do that. Keep me safe.
sure. No ulterior motives here.
Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you.
Aww. That's cute. Anyway, I definitely know Wise and Harumasa is a ship, but Harumasa and Seth I did not expect.
Just ignore him. Let's fight.
We get Seth in the party. After a fierce battle, the public security officers defeat the swarm of ethereals. But right at that moment, a boy appears nearby, stumbling to the group. Oh, hey kid.
Help me.
Uh-oh.
Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help? They are still there. Help.
Uh-oh. Don't turn
His
into
eyes.
ethereal right now.
What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption?
There's no time. I don't think he can see us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
Oh. Ah! Oh no.
The kid's turning into an ethereal.
But why? His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus, his core came out in seconds. That's impossible.
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me, now. I'll take him down.
Oh no.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling it isn't your average ethereal?
You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
Damn it! Don't underestimate me!
Don't underestimate me. With pleasure.
I do like the fact that, like, I don't know exactly who the voice actor is for Harumasa on the top of my head, but they do such a good job of going from, like, super serious to, like, casual. I do appreciate
heard the
that.
whistle of arrows in flight? Yeah! It's over now. Rest in peace.
What happened to him? His corruption symptoms were unlike anything we've seen in the handbook. And his core appeared almost instantly. There was no chance we could have saved him.
That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of a late-stage disease.
Ether aptitude regression syndrome. People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all sensory perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption.
That's interesting that at first you're so resistant to it, and then afterwards it's like you just immediately get sick. It reminds me a lot of like autoimmune diseases.
Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse. And there's no cure yet. Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years?
Do you know each other?
Gee, Seth, I wonder if they know each other.
We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts. That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the Hollow and end his own life.
Oh.
Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles sooner.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease? At any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here?
Go ahead.
Seth and the other officers step aside to start examining the evidence left behind the ethereal.
I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Oh, so they got
Come on
beef.
now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be... and become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive.
Ooh.
But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent, and hard-working kid. It looks like all your effort has paid off.
Hardworking?
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking. None of that sounds like the Harumasa I know.
So it probably happened in between being in school and after that.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome to make up for my past mistakes.
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been acquitted.
Whatever you say. What does any of this have to do with me?
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together.
Do we have to?
I found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together as classmates.
You've been investigating Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there's still many clues left behind. If we work together and investigate the shelter, we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now.
I want to trust him, but at the same time, I'm just like, this feels too easy. Like, this feels like a trap.
Let me think about it. By the way, Master told me that I was his only student, and you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid and didn't care about these things. So I'd appreciate it if you stopped acting like we're friends.
Come on, but we're indeed...
Sorry. How much longer will you need?
Oh my God.
It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP.
Seth always being the person to butt in is crazy. You know what? You get a pass this time. You saved some whatever drama that was happening here.
We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone.
Harumasa grabs the bamboo beside him and rushes towards the hollow exit, as if he's afraid someone was going to ask him to stay and work overtime. No secrets allowed in my new Eridu.
Ever heard of the old saying? No secrets allowed in my new Eridu?
Sorry. That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe.
All right, girly pop.
To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards. The kid turning into an ethereal, and Kirishima. None of that was part of the plan.
Who exactly is this Kirishima guy?
What's up with that Kirishima guy? He said he was your senpai, but something felt kind of off between you two.
Why say he was his senpai? Was he really? But he's not his senpai. He was just an assistant to the master. So technically, the master would still be the senpai, right?
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him.
Well, somehow I feel like eventually this is going to be a ship. I can tell!
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? Well, that wanted criminal is my master.
Who could have guessed? Well, I'm glad that they're saying it out loud, but like, who could have guessed?
His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
What do you think of your master?
And what about you? Do you want revenge against your master too?
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects.
So, okay, so the assistant definitely has a hand in this.
There. I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think?
Well, I think the master is dead, right? And the other dude, the assistant, is probably just trying to do a get-rich-quick scheme and just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep experimenting on this, you know? Like, he was so willing to, like, work together. Like, I didn't believe his story for 1 second. So, I think something's fishy.
Oh, one more thing, very important. This isn't actually for work. Just my private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you about it, can you keep it a secret for me? Please?
Well, if it gets transferred over, then it'll be fine. It's just that right now it's not transferred to your investigation. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me, or I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
I'll have to think about it.
Huh? For real? Whatever you need, just say the word. Please?
Oh, I'm sorry, but anyway.
I didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out.
All right, bye.
I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
Though I came mentally prepared, I knew dealing with an executive officer would get complicated. And Harumasa, he's definitely hiding something from us.
Wow, Belle, you didn't think so? He probably also has his reasons.
You got a point. Feels like he's purposely omitting things. Anyway, it's getting late. Today's been such a long day. I'm so sleepy. I gotta hit the hay. Get some rest too, okay?
Yo, right on time. This place has good rep. Seems pretty popular too. You like hot pot? Bro, I love hot pot, bro. It's all right. I mean, free food is free food, right? Am I paying for this? Wait, did you ask me out just so that we can mooch off together? I was just kidding. This is about that commission from before, of course. You meant the one treating me to this meal. When people are unusually nice for no reason, it might just be a trap. If anything goes wrong along the way, I can only rely on you. If possible, I'd like to be buried at sea. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Oh, looks like they're here. In the distance, a familiar figure appears. Harumasa's alleged senior classmate from before. 3 young people, looking a little uneasy, trail behind him. Oh, these are like young. These are like young students or people. Sorry to keep you waiting, Harumasa. And this is my friend, Wise. He's interested in the sanatorium you're running. He's a big shot tycoon, runs a super successful business. If you impress him, he might just invest. Guys like him love donating to good causes. Yeah, and I'm a big shot tycoon. Well, I'm honored. Oh, here, let me introduce.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke. Say hi to everyone.
I've heard those names in that particular order. I just don't know what media they were from.
Nice to meet you. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in.
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food, shelter, and medical care. Without him, we'd be homeless. We're all very grateful to him.
Is that Christina V? Why do you sound like Xingqiu?
I'm just doing my part. Ether aptitude regression syndrome is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're going through.
She knows more information. Orange hair girl, she knows. Something's up. We gotta ask her.
Oh, really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of this disease are pretty well known.
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we?
Okay.
My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
Really?
Really? I can't imagine.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
You're gonna talk over her?
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot.
At the table, Kirishima goes on about Harumasa's glorious past. According to him, Harumasa was a real prodigy. It's a mystery what happened to make him the guy who can't even be bothered to knock on the door twice. Not sure if Harumasa is shy or what, but every time Kirishima flatters him, he just keeps his head down, fiddling with his phone. Is he the type that gets embarrassed easily? The group chats over hot pot in a pleasant but not exactly lively atmosphere. Of course, Kirishima does most of the talking. The sanatorium kids are very shy and quiet. Throughout the conversation, Kirishima repeatedly tries to steer the topic towards their master, but Harumasa skillfully changes the subject each time, until they finish eating with no chance to continue.
Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Before he can finish, a familiar public security officer walks up to him.
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with.
Oopsies!
Please, come with us.
Illegal activities? You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here for you. You know exactly what this is about. Now come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station.
I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
Oh, you're gonna do some investigate. This was planned. You got Seth in on this. I think we're gonna go investigate the sanatorium.
Mr. Kirishima, shall we go?
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
But he knows the setup.
Oh. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
Wouldn't he know, though? Wouldn't homie know where your sanatorium is?
Oh, I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple 100 million dennies on it.
We have a couple 100 million dennies. We didn't even get that much for the lottery. Yeah, sure.
That's right. I'm very interested in your project, and if I like what I see, I'd happily invest 100 million.
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
All right. I'll bring them to the port and your staff can meet us there.
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it?
Ooh, that god, it was menacing, I'm not gonna lie.
Got it.
See you later. All right, everyone. Let's go. I'll take you to the port.
Oh, the plot thickens. We're here. Mr. Harumasa, you drive way too fast. I feel ill. Oh, sorry. You get car sick? Want to take a break? I'm okay. Harumasa's usual smile fades as he scans the surroundings, his sharp golden eyes glinting with an unusual edge. After quickly assessing the area, he breathes in a sigh of relief. Looks like your contact isn't here yet. In that case, let's go check out the ocean first. Great idea. I knew you'd be on board. Come on, ocean ahoy.
Wait, I didn't think this is a good idea. Mr. Kirishima's gonna get mad.
Yeah, Mr. Kirishima never lets us stay outside for too long since he's worried about our health. You seriously care that much about what the guy thinks? Relax. As long as we keep it between us, he'll never know. But I want to see the ocean. Kana, you... Come on, don't overthink it. If anything happens, I've got you covered. Just follow my lead. Okay, where is the... Oh, we're going on a boat? Like an actual boat? Or are we just chilling? Oh, we're just chilling. Wow, the ocean. Oh, I can't talk to you separately. That sucks.
It's beautiful here.
Yeah, I didn't expect the view from this side to be so stunning. But you live nearby, don't you?
Yeah, of course we've been here. Just slipped my mind for a sec. Yeah, that's right. We don't get out much because of our condition.
Take it easy. Now that we're here, let's make the most of it and have some fun. Yeah, even the air here feels much fresher.
Oh, over there, look, seagulls.
What? Where? I want to see it too.
What's so special about seagulls? Ah, why is it flying at me? It must have heard you talking trash about it.
You spend some time together enjoying the sea breeze and the beautiful scenery around you.
If only things could stay like this forever.
Kana's words seem to trigger something, as all three of them become somber. At the same time, Harumasa seems to notice something in the distance. His expression suddenly becomes serious, but just as quickly, his usual smile returns, as if nothing happened. All right, everyone, I have an idea. Since the weather's so nice and we got so many people, how about we play a game? You know, to pass the time. Let's play hide and seek. What do you say? Sure. I'm gonna go with 2 because I don't like the idea of hide and seek. The most important thing in life is to have fun. Come on, let's play. So, Wise and I will be the seekers and the 3 of you just have to hide. Huh? Why are we suddenly playing hide and seek?
It's fun once in a while.
Well, since Kana's all in for it, I guess I'm in. Great! You can start hiding now. Just don't go too far, alright? You turn your backs together. You can faintly hear the sound of everyone running off. Looks like you're a little confused. No, I got your flow. I know what you're doing. You see someone? You got a sharp eye yourself, I see. I saw the contract Kirishima mentioned. He's right over there. But he's got bad eyesight or something. Hasn't even noticed us. You don't want to hand them over to the contract, do you? Exactly. Something's off with these kids. They're clearly afraid of something. Kirishima brought them here for this meal, probably to convince me he's turned over a new leaf, and to convince me to help him find my master. But my gut's telling me there's something fishy about that sanatorium he mentioned. I got Kirishima out of the way during the meal so I could talk to the kids alone and see if I could get anything out of them. Aha, so you teamed up with Seth. Nah, that was all legit. Anonymous tip-off and all that. Seth's too stubborn for his own good. By the time he wraps his head around it, I would have already taken care of everything. And the charges I listed, all true. Stuff Kirishima's done in the past. It might not be enough to put him away, but it's more than enough to make him sit through an afternoon at PubSec. Now the tricky part is, these kids don't trust me either. Not surprising, given where they come from. We'll need to earn their trust first if we want to figure out what Kirishima's really up to. Of course, before that, we gotta deal with this troublesome contact. Harumasa pulled out his phone and started fiddling with it. All set. Use the power of money to round up some helpers. Our dear contact's probably gonna spend an afternoon enjoying a really good nap. Oh! You knocked him the fuck out. Got connections on both sides of the laws, huh? Come on! Don't act like you didn't already know. Besides, there's no absolute justice or evil in this world. Alright then, let's go find those kids. Can we see the knocked out contact actually? Like, where are they? Ugh, so you found me after all. Where's Grandpa? By the way, have you found Kana yet? Not yet. Why are you worried about her? No way. I'm just worried about Kana since she's been feeling down lately. I've been meaning to say this for a while. You've got a crush on Kana, don't you? How did you know? I mean, no, that's not what I meant. Don't be shy. I think you two be cute together. Really? You think Kana and I would be good together? Totally. Yeah, sure. See, even Wise agrees. But Kana would never like me. I mean, she always had her eyes on Shinya. Oh, Shinya was a friend of ours from the sanatorium, but some stuff happened, so he passed away. I see. So you feel like you can never measure up to someone who's gone? Oh, of course not. It's just Shinya. He got hurt because of us. I don't have it in me to be as brave as him. I didn't even have the guts to fight back. Sounds like your friend did something really amazing. Yeah, he did. But I can't talk about the details. That's all right. I understand. Sounds like everyone at the sanatorium's really close with each other. People like us would disappear from this world without warning at any given minute. And this illness. The longer you stay in the sanatorium, the older you get, the more likely your illness gets to you. We had friends who were fine one day, gone the next. So, yeah, we're all close because every meeting, every conversation could be the last. Honestly, sometimes I wonder, is it really worth all this effort just to keep living? It is. Oh, Harumasa. Harumasa looked at Ryosuke with a serious expression, his golden eyes steady and profound, as if it's filled with untold stories within their depths. It was as if he wasn't just looking at the person in front of him, but also glimpsing fragments of his own past as well. Because I want to believe that everyone's worth it. So, until our final moments arrive, don't give up. Alright? I got it. By the way, could you help me talk to Kana? She's been really upset after what happened to Shinya. I'm scared she might do something reckless. Don't worry, we'll talk to her. Oh, wait. Harumasa, you may actually make me like you. That's crazy. Okay, no one's here. Bro, his backstory is just so tragic. Where are you? Hi, girly pop. Hi, Tsubaki.
Oh no, you found me. It's been a while since I played hide and seek. I didn't expect it to be this fun.
You hid really well. Took us a while to track you down.
Really?
Yep, for real. You picked a smart hiding spot. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. What did Kirishima say about me to you?
He said that you're a very important guest and we should make a good impression. Something like that.
That guy sure likes to make things up. We did know each other as kids, but we've got nothing to do with each other now. He probably wants to take advantage of my position in HSO and get me to bend the rules for him. But that's not happening. I'd get fired for that.
Then why are you with Mr. Kirishima?
Well, the truth is, while working in the Hollow recently, I ran into a boy who'd been consumed by the corruption, turning him into an ethereal. Oh, was that Shinya? Turns out, that boy was one of the patients from your sanatorium. His name was Shinya, I think. According to Kirishima's statement, Shinya couldn't bear the pain from his illness anymore and chose to take his own life by running into the hollow, where he was eventually turned into ethereal. Shinya wasn't, Ooh. Was it what? It's nothing. By the way, I noticed you seem really concerned about that girl, Kana. Is she okay?
Shinya's death hit her really hard. Shinya and Kana have known each other for a long time. They grew up together. They were among the first to enter the sanatorium, so I guess they supported each other through a lot.
I see. That explains it. I noticed Kana hasn't said much today. She's got me worried. She reminds me of a girl I worked with once, who had emotional issues her family ignored. It only got worse, and she eventually took her own life.
That sounds awful. Kana wouldn't do something like that. Wouldn't she?
To be honest, I've studied a bit of psychology. If she's left to her own devices, it could be dangerous.
Then what do we do? Please, you gotta help her.
Can you tell me more about what's been going on with Kana?
Actually, I think she might be like that case you mentioned, Mr. Harumasa. I know her illness makes things tough, but Kana wasn't always like this. She used to be the most optimistic person in the sanatorium. When I first got there, I almost didn't make it. It was her who got me through the roughest patch. But after what happened with Shinya, she completely changed. She's closed off, barely says a word, and won't even touch her food. No matter how much I try to cheer her up, nothing works. At this rate, her body won't hold her up. She's my best friend. I just want her to be happy. So, please, help her.
I understand. Don't worry. We'll do what we can to help. You might not believe it, but my friend here is also pretty good at comforting people. Huh? Yeah, sure. I love how modest you are sometimes.
I'll leave it to you then. Did Kana get lost or something? We need to find her fast.
Let's split up and search. She couldn't have gone far.
Okay.
Where to? I've got a hunch. Let's check near the lighthouse. Oh, this bitch went in the hollow, didn't she?
There's no sign of her around here either.
You think she snuck up in the lighthouse? Let's go check.
Wait, isn't this area off limits?
Did you forget? I'm an executive officer after all. At times like this, you'll just have to trust me. Come on, let's head up to the lighthouse. Oh, she is here. Okay, at least she's not in the hollow.
It's been so long since I've seen a view like this.
Then take a good long look. After all, view's not going anywhere.
Do you know about her illness?
Of course. I also know about Shinya. Your friends are really worried about you. They want you to keep on living.
I wish all of us could be cured, but they never wanted us to get better.
So what? What? They don't want you to get better. So what? That's what they want. It's got nothing to do with you. The only thing you need to consider is, what do you want?
Tell me, if we're destined from birth only to live a brief, painful life, what's the point of trying so hard to live?
Ooh, that's a pretty heavy question. For me, though, it's because I want to believe that something good will happen. Like you, I spent most of my childhood in a hospital room because of my condition. But now, at least, I can stand in a place where I can feel the wind. Harumasa turns towards the sea, letting the gentle breeze lift his yellow headband. In the distance, seagulls cry as they fly by, and the sunlight shimmers golden across the water. But the brightest of lights sparkles in his eyes. Damn, we're watching him so intensely, Wise. Okay. I see you. A lot of archers don't like the wind because it messes with their aim. But I love it. It gives me a sense of freedom.
I didn't expect you to be such a poet. I was thinking I'd get a snarkier answer.
Oh, come on. I'm always super gentle to you kids. Yeah. Harumasa's got a sharp tongue, definitely. Well, you have a point, but I've always only been sharp-tongued with the people who deserve it. You're so close. Which is only natural. Wise the best partner I could ask for after all. Oh my god, partner! Hey, yo, I'd be totally lost without him. All right, someone's gonna have to compete with Lighter, that's for sure. Anyway, back on topic. This is your life, Kana. You have to decide what you're living for. But if you really don't want to live anymore, well, there's nothing much I can say. Don't listen to that. Actually, like, none of you in chat, don't listen to him, okay? Come on. I'm just being honest. Don't you guys ever get tired of people shouting, stay strong, and you gotta keep going, like they're selling some self-help course? Gets annoying, right? Yeah, hearing that can feel like salt in the wound. But no matter what, being a survivor in your own heart is better than being a victim, right? Even Shinya. I bet he never saw himself as just a victim. He must have chosen his path to protect someone precious to him. Huh? Just then, Tsubaki and Ryosuke showed up. Kana! There you are! Are you okay? I'm fine. I wanted to take in the view a bit longer, to remember it better. Well, you should have said so. Easy peasy. Since everyone's here, let's take a group photo. A photo will preserve this moment. Sure. Sure thing. Best to leave the photo taking the pro. Oh my god. Do I have a drone? Harumasa must be in the picture. That's crazy. Homie's in the center, though. This is kind of cool. Where are we being propped up on is a new question. The photo you take are great, as always, Wise. I know, it's almost like I'm a photographer. Wow, they look great. Let me see. Did the wind mess up my hair? I don't think so. Looks pretty good to me. Really? God, you think I look good? Oh my god. Stop twisting Kana's words to suit yourself like that. Thanks for the photo. I really liked them. Don't mention it. So, what do we do next? We still have plenty of time. There's only one last task ahead of us. To enjoy ourselves here. Oh, we're on the rocks. Wow, the scenery here is amazing. The sea breeze, so refreshing. Exactly. I don't know why, but it feels like the whole world has suddenly quieted down. I could stay here all day. Well, better not. You might catch a cold. Aw, Harumasa is so sweet and thoughtful. Did you just call me Harumasa-masa? Kidding. Come on. I've always been thoughtful, haven't I? By the way, this place is a great photo spot. Oh my god, it's just like you are going to be forced to do some action. I see this is the gameplay for this section. I'll leave it to you then. They really said, we don't know what else to do. You're not going into Hollow. Just do this. Tsubaki, over here. Say cheese. Wow, I'm not ready yet. Let's see. The middlemen outsource this task to you. Enna. What? You don't have something against Bangbu, do you? Enna. We completed the mission perfectly, you know. No, of course not. Just a little surprise, that's all. Don't worry. Since you completed this mission, you'll get what's owed. Mr. Harumasa, would you like to take a group photo together? Coming. All right, let's leave it at that for now. Goodbye, friends. You? Talking to the Bangbu? No, just to myself. They're calling us over for a photo. Let's go. Why are the Bangbu? Why the Bangbu here? You spend the day strolling, having fun, and enjoying each other's company. By evening, you gather again near the fast food stand. Bro, is anyone going to be alerted? Oh. Hi, Seth. What are you doing here? What? Oh, y'all,
Tsubaki, let's go to the restroom. Ryosuke should come too.
Huh? That isn't appropriate, is it?
Just do what I say. Kana drags Tsubaki and Ryosuke away.
They're probably going to discuss whether they should trust us or not.
Well, you got a real knack for sweet talking.
Thank you for the compliment. But you know, I can see a bit of my past self in them. Especially Kana's question. I've asked myself that many times before. Sadly, this is someone no one else can give you an answer to. Treat it as if you spent time with your past self then. You've already become a capable adult. Now who's the sweet talker here, huh? Oh, am I flirting? Am I doing a good job? Just then, Harumasa seems to hesitate to say something. At that moment, a familiar voice suddenly comes from not far away. It's Seth and his colleagues. I see some familiar faces. Let's go check it out. Uh-oh. Do you say anything afterwards? No?
Wait. You mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently, it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
Oh, well, there it is.
Living beings? Like animals? Or do you mean live ethereals?
Oh, you sweet summer child, you baby girl. No.
You can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
Live? Human tissue?
It's from patients with a special disease. We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us? I think it was called Ether Aptitude Regression Syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets. They rarely make it past their 20s. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it? Do they even see them as humans?
The answer would be no.
Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients. It could worsen their illness, maybe even kill them. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it.
So, what I'm hearing is that Watt would totally be okay with like slave labor or like basically human experimentation. I really don't like you.
Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer.
Okay, but what about the people that, you know, never consented to be a part of this wonder drug that you would want to use for your own benefit? Like, I forget how long ago it was, but there were a lot of cases where people were used as experiments unwillingly. Like, they could never sign a contract for it, and in some cases, like, they were basically tested on as like human guinea pigs because they were either prisoners of war or they were slaves. So it's kind of just like, are you willing to essentially give up your moral values for scientific progress? And unfortunately, the scary part is some people would say yes.
But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too.
You make a good point.
It's a
Yeah,
small
you better
price
agree
to
with
pay.
that.
Since
Harumasa,
the
I'm
disease
gonna
is
need you to shut up.
terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea.
You're taunting him.
Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious. Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary sacrifices we have to make.
I need your self-loathing to shut the fuck up for a hot minute.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice!
Go off, Seth.
We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform.
Ooh, pop off, Seth. I don't think Seth should go down. I think he should pop off. So Harumasa, you shut the fuck up.
Easy now. Harumasa, I'm sure Seth didn't mean that.
No, Seth, keep going. Wise, you shut up for a hot second. Seth, you pop off. Okay, you keep going.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh? What's my brother got to do with this?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Seth Lowell.
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you.
Y'all go fight in bed, just kiss or
You're
something.
an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
Huh?
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid, not body tissue.
That's worse.
It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive.
Oh, well, that's 10 times worse, actually.
Well then, I'll leave you officers to your work.
Not sure about what's going on. You walk away with Harumasa. From a distance, you hear Seth's confused voice asking his partner's opinion. He appears to suspect that Harumasa was making fun of him. Not mad, are you?
What was that all about? Things escalated pretty fast. You're not mad, are you?
As much as I love that you're spelling this out, we already know what's happened.
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug. That's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
The production of this drug is messed up. The effects of the drug sound promising. As I said before, are you really willing to risk people's lives in the name of science? I think the production of this drug is messed the fuck up.
The production of this drug is unethical. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see.
Harumasa looks like he has something to say, but remains silent in the end.
The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them.
What y'all gotta say?
What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
Your taste is something.
Bitter gourd juice? That's a unique choice.
Listen, some people like bitter melon tea, and I don't like that, but you do you.
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor.
Everyone orders their drinks. An awkward silence settles in, until Tsubaki, Kana, and Ryosuke exchange looks.
Relax. You can trust me. Not just because I'm from HSO. I've also got some unfinished business with Kirishima.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya. And others, too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
Who could have guessed?
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
Yep.
You knew?
I mean, a weaker form of the original one, the cheap knockoff, yeah.
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up.
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab, but he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him. Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us, but Kirishima... He injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself, just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects, fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
Oh, he literally made a sacrifice. Let's go report that. No, I think we need to catch him. Like, we only have witness testimony, which isn't going to hold up that well in court. We need evidence.
I know people at public security. Let's go and report this case immediately.
We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
How's your condition right now?
Not great. I probably don't have much time left. Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay. I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is as long as it works. At the very least, I want to do something meaningful before my time is up.
No! You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid.
As the kids try to volunteer for each other, Harumasa stands up, signaling them to stop talking. Then you notice Kirishima's approaching. Oh, bitch.
There you all are. I have been looking everywhere.
Oh, no.
Look who's here. What took you so long? I thought you'd forgotten about these kids.
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
You're right, and I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now.
You exchange looks with Harumasa, who ever so slightly shakes his head. All you can do is watch Kirishima take the kids and leave.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and mics on them.
Harumasa hands you a small earpiece. Moments later, Kirishima's scolding comes through.
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supplies.
Ew! I don't like that line, this bitch.
Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch.
Through the earpiece, Kirishima's threats continue, with the kids' shaky, suppressed sobs in the background. After a while, Harumasa sets down the earpiece. You have to stop him.
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up. As for the spinal fluid, I'll figure something out.
Are you okay?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today. Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea. Thank you, Master.
Oh, was the headband his master's?
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
I don't... Oh, the way he's hiding it behind his back, too, like...
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine. But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband. With that, I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye.
The headband isn't what does that. Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
I just realized his voice sounds very familiar, and I don't know who this is, but he's someone that was in ZZZ before. You good? Are you okay, girly pop?
You've been awfully quiet. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already. I'm just like those kids. I have ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Oh no, who could have guessed? I feel like if I didn't watch the trailers, I could have totally guessed that, but like, even then, it's so obvious. Like, the way you were so defensive about them.
This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart. As you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
You doing okay?
Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry, my condition is mild. I'm not gonna die that easily. You know what they say. The bad guys always live the longest.
Don't say that about yourself. Kirishima's the bad guy here.
Don't say that about yourself. You're not a bad guy.
Also, this is a point to you right now. I'm speaking directly to you in chat. Or if you're watching this like a long form video and like a podcast, stop talking bad about yourself. You are ruining your own mental image. You should be nicer to yourself. Anyway.
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited. But they never came back.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I was too little to even speak properly then. But even if I knew where home was, there was no going back.
Oh, I don't know if this is supposed to be the direct connection, but it kind of sounds like Autism Speaks. I wonder if like they were trying to show that off within this story or not, because the parallels are incredibly similar.
After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things, like how to draw a bow, how to wield a blade, and how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck. But hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I don't like that you're coping with humor. Like, I understand what you're doing, but also stop it!
Oops, I've said more than I should. But that's all in the past now. I don't care anymore.
But I care.
But I care.
You don't have to look so sad. But thank you.
And now, Keith, anyway.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my master, but for the sake of those kids, too.
Now, the real question is, how are they going to end this story? Is he going to be corrupted like an ethereal and like he's going to use his own medicine, air quotes, to essentially prevent him from becoming corrupted, but instead it makes him become corrupted? Or instead of going the he dies route, right? They have him locked up forever and he serves jail time.
When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
I got you. Didn't expect Harumasa to have a backstory like that. So all those times he was slacking off or taking sick leave, it was actually because of his health issues? Not an excuse? It's almost like chronic illness is a thing and we should be more considerate to those who are not able-bodied, to give them the things that they need in order to succeed. Like, I don't know, rest days or being able to work from home. It's almost like disability accessibility results in accessibility for everyone. I thought he was just a natural slacker. Now I feel bad about it. But let's wait for his message. Yo, you're right on time. I made plans with Kirishima. We're going to the base where our master used to hide. When the time comes, I'll be counting on you, partner. Don't worry. Since I accepted the mission, I'll see it through to the end. Just as I thought. With you around, I always feel incredibly safe. My god, do I make you feel safe? Comforted, even? But before we set off, I need to do one thing. Don't worry, it's not something that'll require you to put in extra effort. It's just a normal leave request. Oh, has it already been 3 days? Ooh, Yanagi gonna be mad.
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to see you all.
Harumasa, you're late again. And Wise?
Oh, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSO, so he's here to check out the place.
Asaba, you sneaky little motherfucker. Huh?
Huh? I never planned on joining HSO.
Don't be shy now. You just told me that joining HSO has always been a dream of yours.
Okay, buddy.
But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me, My leave excuses are all over the place, but you always manage to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now. Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time. If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off.
Huh? Really?
Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters. As the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Or you are apologizing to everyone because you think you're going to die and or are going to try and sacrifice yourself, which we're not going to let happen.
Oh, so you're training. Is there anything we can help you with, Harumasa?
Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload? I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah! And if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all.
Thanks. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You leave HSO with Harumasa. That wasn't a death flag, was it? Oh, it certainly was a death flag.
You were acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death flag, was it?
Of course not. I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while.
I mean, I don't think it'd be an actual death flag in terms of this story, because I don't think they'd kill Harumasa off. That's just my thoughts. But also, I think they want the illusion of, hey, we're gonna make you think like he's going to die.
It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the hollow.
Mainly because he thinks he's gonna die, you know?
Let's see. The place
Please
we agreed
note,
to meet Kirishima.
There is a mechanism here that can move containers.
Get that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there's a mechanism that can move the containers. I just need to shoot it down, right? Oh, what am I targeting? Oh, that was the... Never mind. Oh, did that not dodge? Maybe that did not dodge.
Stay on your feet.
I was in fact not on my feet. Oopsie. Interesting that Chingy is on the team, even though technically I know she's pub sex, and technically they would work together, but also like technically not.
This really is a port. There's so much dust.
To be fair, what other shock units can we use here?
Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But it's no biggie. Let's keep going.
Sounds like you're gonna push yourself to a limit, and that's not gonna be good, and then something's gonna happen, and we're all gonna be concerned about it. And I need this ethereal to stop moving. Thank you. What's wrong?
What's wrong? You feeling okay?
I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired.
Well, that's not good. You don't look okay.
You don't look okay. Should we get out of here first?
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest.
As much as I agree with Fairy on this one point, I don't think he's gonna take that, because he's just like, I have to continue this mission. I have to do this, you know?
Okay. I admit I haven't been at my best, but it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through. It's my last chance.
Do you really need to find your master that badly?
Do you really need to find your master that badly? Even if it means risking your health?
I need an answer. And more importantly, I cannot let Kirishima get to Master first, or obtain his research data and drug samples. If my Master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die. And not just patients suffering from ether aptitude regression syndrome, but many ordinary people will become his test subjects. It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no going back. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help. Please, fight with me until the very end.
Well, if anything goes wrong, we have to leave. Also, this is not the very end for you, buddy.
If you
You're
insist,
too main character for that.
But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life highly, and the last thing I do is push myself too hard.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you have a blatant disregard for life, but you definitely don't think very highly of yourself.
All right, let's keep going.
Wise, should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse?
We'll contact Section 6 secretly.
Don't worry, I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong. They'll be able to get here in time.
Good thinking, Wise. I'll reach out to them now.
Hello? Oh, hi, buddy. Maybe we go down faster? Ooh. Well, your dodges aren't the best. But also, I have no idea how to rotate you, so...
With a clear mind, arrows fly true. Combat isn't my thing.
I feel like most of his damage either come from the E or
Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. But there's no other choice. I'll just have to suck it up.
Oh boy. Hi, buddy. What are you doing here? Harumasa, you finally arrived. As I said before, there are plenty of clues left behind by your master here. As long as you follow these clues, we'll definitely track him down. I hope so. By the way, I found some sort of mechanism your master left here. I spent ages trying to open it, but no luck. He sure is cautious. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll have what it takes to crack it. I'll take you there now. Oh, by the way, the weather and time inside can be chaotic. No need to remind me of that. I almost forgot. You're now an experienced executive officer. Follow me. Experience, all right. Anyway. Ooh. Why is it raining, girly pop? This is the place. Looks like the elevator system's been out of order for a long time, and some places are inaccessible. Look at the suspicious container. Knowing your master, there's definitely some kind of clue hidden inside. I've racked my brains and tried all sorts of methods, but I still can't get it to open. So it's all up to you now. Hurry and figure something out. Harumasa doesn't respond. Instead, he surveys the area, then suddenly bends down to pick up a piece of nondescript paper in the corner. The paper looks very old, and the writing on it's faded due to the years of wear. What caught the eye is a special mark in the lower right corner. Tattered letter added to the workbench. Oh, his password. That's a symbol, an unsigned letter. The H paper once contained many words. However, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be deciphered, such as words of price, salvation, and exchange the present for possibilities. In addition, there's a mysterious special symbol. That's his phone password. Harumasa, what are you looking at? Nothing. Just a scrap of paper. Harumasa deliberately avoids Kirishima's gaze and carefully tucks the piece of paper away. then gives the bamboo in front of him a quick wink. All right, let's dig into this and see how we can crack the puzzle he left for us.
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead. There's a device on the wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Huh? Ooh, oh. Oh, okay, at least it's guiding me. Oh, I did not know of which particular, oh, hello? There we go. I didn't know which order it was.
Harumasa, what's wrong? Not feeling well?
I'm fine.
Harumasa pauses for a second before finally opening up the shipping container. As expected, it's filled with daily items, medical equipment, and heaps of research materials. Kirishima seems to be desperately looking for something amidst these items. At the same time, Harumasa hides in Kirishima's blind spot, quietly opening the paper from before.
This is a letter?
The aged paper once contained many words. However, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be deciphered, such as words like price, salvation, and exchange of present for possibilities, always hidden nearby. Okay, so they just read it out for you. I didn't have to read the actual thing. Apart from that, there's also that unique symbol, the key to this mystery. Harumasa reaches out and gently brushes his fingers over the symbol. Perhaps it was your imagination, but you think you saw his hand trembling just now. Of course he recognizes the symbol. Why? Stop asking stupid questions.
Do you recognize the symbol?
Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy. Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends. So, we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw this symbol on a note. Then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery, or just tell me stories.
Meanwhile, Kirishima finally stopped his rummaging, seemingly finding nothing.
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now, I'm not so sure.
Never thought there'd be nothing but junk here. Darn it, where'd he hide it? That moment, a loud rumbling sound suddenly comes from a distance. The long silent elevator slowly starts up. So, it is connected to the elevator. The elevator? Does that mean? I get it! He must have hidden it! Huh? I mean, I know another place we can reach by the elevator. There must be a clue about your master there. Come with me. What if I don't wanna? What if I think you're a stinky little bitch? Also, I can't go inside. Okay. What I think, maybe you're a twat that experiments on literal children. Mr. Dotore who? Like, you and Dotore would be best friends, buddy.
Back up here.
Fine.
Oh, another oh god. Is someone gonna, like, long live the king this bitch? Like, we're so high up and I don't like it.
Break away in one hit.
Sure.
Hello? I thought I countered that. I guess not. Girly pop, where are you slicing? You won. Ooh, that looks like a hallway though. Is there any good stuff in there? Always trust your hiding spots. Give me that. I do like the fact that he can just shoot the boxes. Like, that's so helpful. All right, now to go the right way. Oh, we are going to fall off at some point, and I don't like it. It's literally gonna keep going up. I don't like how much health there is. Oh, is that the master? Did he get corrupted or something? Oh, this bitch dead. Yeah, that's him.
That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now! There's gotta be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts.
Who are you to tell me what to do, buddy?
Master's whereabouts. Huh. Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. And those are definitely his glasses. Is he really still alive?
Harumasa, I know you're concerned for his safety, but try not to think about that right now.
Enough! I'm tired. I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from the start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive?
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me.
Okay, and what are you gonna do?
Since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you, your precious master. He's over there growling right now.
I mean, girly pop, did we not figure that out from like step one? But also like, Harumasa came to that conclusion before you did, so.
You mean that ethereal?
That's right. That ethereal is your master. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players. It's only fitting he ends up like this.
Oh, so it's like the people that were like surrounding him and stuff?
I had questions for him. I haven't...
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research. This is a chance to go down in history.
If I had a nickel for every time that someone's underling betrayed their boss in this game, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't that much, but it's strange that it happened twice.
Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the Hollows. We could even conquer them. When that time comes, a new world will be born.
Oh my god, everyone with their new fucking world order.
God.
Oh my god, relax, shut
Even if
up.
it means stepping over countless bodies.
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you.
Who gets to determine who is the sacrifice? Like, why can't you be the sacrifice?
Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You really have the nerve to say that.
Uh-huh.
Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research.
Oh, now he sounds way more snobby now.
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production.
That's just a minor issue.
A minor
At that point,
issue?
we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people.
Oh, that's even more fucked up.
Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research. You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his demise.
Oh my god, it's like having feelings is bad. I don't like you. I don't like you.
What a joke. Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you.
Have you ever learned what empathy was? Like, that's crazy. You don't know what empathy is? That's weird. That's maniacal behavior. Couldn't be me.
He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him.
You mean he...
Well, that's not good.
Oh, you're deteriorating rapidly. Looks like luck is on my side.
Don't get cocky. As long as I'm alive, I won't let you have that briefcase.
We'll see about that.
Bro, I hope Kirishima gets corrupted.
Damn it.
It would be
ethereals are showing
so
up.
ironic.
We need to take them out first.
Or we just let homie get corrupted. Like, if he's not gonna have empathy for you, I'm not gonna have empathy for him. Straight up, like...
Here comes the verdict.
I feel like they might go with the he might not get corrupted this route. Section 6 would most likely take him in. Like, honestly, that might be the most logical solution in this case. By the time you clear out the ethereals, Kirishima's already vanished.
I don't see Kirishima. He must have slipped away.
Let's go after him.
We don't know what he'll do next. Should we go after him?
The answer's no. Are you hiding something from me?
What's happening to you, Harumasa? Kirishima said you were deteriorating. Please, talk to me.
I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. I'll be okay in a minute.
Why aren't you telling me the truth?
If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately.
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse. So, I had them use my spinal fluid instead.
Wait. When did you extract the spinal fluid? Wait. Well, where on the timeline did you manage to extract the spinal fluid and give it to these kids within the time span of... Huh? Okay.
We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our only lead to the power players behind him. After taking everything into consideration, it was my only option.
You need to go to the hospital now.
You need to go to the hospital now.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects.
You're in a hollow. It will make it worse.
Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain. More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal. It might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form.
I mean, you considered him like a father figure at one point, so I get that. Are you really going to go fight the ethereal? Absolutely not. I'm calling section... I'm calling your parents right now.
You're in really bad shape, and you still want to fight that ethereal?
Don't worry. No one values my life more than I do.
That's not great, considering how much I know that you don't really consider your life. I'm concerned. Harumasa looks back, smiles at you mischievously like usual, his yellow headband fluttering in the wind. Then he grips his longbow tightly and charges forward without the slightest hesitation.
Thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner.
I
No
can't
need to
switch.
Worry. You should be happy for me.
No, oh, there we go.
I can finally put an end to all this.
Oh my god, shut up. You don't have a death flag on you. You're not dying, homie. I refuse to let that happen.
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
Woo, let's go. Okay. Oh, I did not time that well. My bad.
Fancy testing my aim?
Can I get shock value? Oh, that did not go very well. Can you go down already, homie?
Fancy testing my aim?
This guy is too tough. Why don't we...
No.
Trust me. I can beat him.
Yeah, I'm still calling your parents. I'm calling Miss Yanagi. You're doing something stupid. I'm calling your mother.
Who's the pathetic one now?
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
Oh no. If this continues, he'll...
I'm calling your mom.
Master. How strange. I thought I'd hate you. I ought to, but... It's a shame. I didn't get to see you one last time.
You shut up right now. You're not gonna die. Hold on. Chingy will... hold on. There we go. You're not dying on me, bro.
Are you okay? Is it your illness? Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see or hear me anymore.
Oh my god.
Hey, give us back the key!
Come on!
Who do you think you are?
You put to the... No!
Just stay here.
No, you
won't survive for much longer.
Damn it! I won't let you...
Harumasa!
Harumasa?
Wake up! Stay with me!
Buddy?
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet!
Get the fuck up, bro!
I still have... unfinished business!
Bro, snipe him, you got this.
Listen to me, Harumasa.
Oh, you're so hallucinating right now, but...
The essence of archery is not to be sought from the outside. It resides within you. Each time you pull the string.
Oh, well, there goes my 3-star. Get shot, bitch.
It's useless. Even if you smash it, as long as there's a single drop, my people can replicate it.
You can use it. There you go.
You...
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
Harumasa, what have you done?
Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world. I guess this was my final vacation request.
We better have...
Stay with me!
Oh, Wise, you better have called Section 6. I'm gonna be so mad if you didn't. I know for a fact this homie's gonna end up in the hospital. He'll be fine. He's not dying. He's not dying. Straight up. He's just gonna be a little bit sick.
This headband is yours now.
Huh? Can I really have it?
As I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
Got it! Thank you, Master!
Oh.
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing.
He learned it from his master.
If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Just like Mom and Dad?
Bro!
Did I do something wrong?
No, baby, you did it.
It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me to skip work and take a break.
No!
But not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do. And I will finish it.
Will you come back after your break?
No,
If
he
I
won't.
have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me. If the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice. But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil. So, Asaba Harumasa. I wish for your life to always be your own. Not a sacrifice for anyone or anything. And I'm sorry.
With Section 6 help, Kirishima and his accomplices are swiftly subdued. The unconscious Harumasa is rushed to the hospital. Harumasa's state is dire and is given a critical condition notice. But just when the doctors are out of options, he miraculously awakens. Several days later, in the Section 6 office, the once sterile workplace seems to have been decorated carefully.
What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it?
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness.
That's right! We've prepared lots of yummy goodies!
Asaba, you're on time today. Very good. To celebrate, we've invited a special guest.
Oh, hi, the boyfriend. A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue.
Me too, bro.
But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed.
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6. And with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people. I'm very proud of you.
Aww.
Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush. But thanks.
What was that saying again? Those who survive a catastrophe are destined for great fortune. Guess I'll take a fortune cookie.
You have a nice chat with everyone at Section 6. Unfortunately, work comes in and they start getting loaded with the dull paperwork. Harumasa winks at you and excuses himself to rest, as he is still recovering. This guy, he's got slacking off down pat. At Harumasa's invitation, you join him on the rooftop where he often sneaks off at work.
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in my neck, I thought I was done for. The doctor said the fact I was alive was sheer luck, not to mention how quick my recovery was. They couldn't explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. Guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
I'm just glad you're okay. Also, what happened to Kirishima? Actually, as much as I want to be emotional, I want to know the information.
I'm just glad you're okay. So, what happened to Kirishima?
I do like that for ZZZ, the options are kind of like, it's also the illusion of choice, but at least they use both voice lines for it. Like, they use both options.
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. Their conditions are stable now, and I'll be helping with their living expenses. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that's a decent lead to work with.
About your master.
About your master. Did you take care of everything?
Yeah. I've collected his belongings, and the funeral's next month. Though, I might be the only one attending.
Harumasa lifts up his hand and gently brushes the ends of his yellow headband.
To me, Master was my only family. So I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word? Just like my birth parents did.
Well, you can kind of piece the story together already.
But now, it just feels like none of that matters anymore. The deceit and exploitation were real. But so were the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too.
I kind of like the master, like Harumasa's master, mainly because he's not just a black and white villain, but he had good reasons. He was just not doing it in the right way. I guess if you can make it similar to another character, I would consider Sunday to be another character like that. He had reasons for doing what he wanted to do, but man, was he fucking off and trying to execute that plan. So he wanted to help humanity. He wanted to like allow people to be able to essentially gain ether aptitude. But finding those air quotes, I'm putting large air quotes in here, those who are disposable and those who are already dying, exploiting them for their spinal fluid, and then using it in order to create these medicines for those who were able-bodied, you know, it was literally just the wrong move. It was just like, you are sacrificing multiple lives to save others. And is that sacrifice really worth it if the kids in your care, one, didn't even have the choice? They didn't choose to end up at that location. Either they were dropped there, like Harumasa, or I'm assuming their parents thought it would make them better, but instead they were just experimenting on them and not actually curing their kids. So I definitely like him as a character in that sort, and I do like the fact that like at some point he kind of snapped out of it and was just like, hey, actually this is wrong. And unfortunately he did pay the price for it, but at least you can tell that he had a slight change of heart at some point, you know? Do you forgive him? I don't think he deserves forgiveness. He did really fucked up shit. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. He literally yoinked kids and made them sicker to the point of death to experiment on them. Straight up, that is what he did. However, as much as I think he does not deserve forgiveness, it is not my choice to give him forgiveness. It is literally Harumasa's choice. It is not up to me. I think it's fucked up. I don't think he deserves the forgiveness. He still, even though he took care of one kid out of the 1,000 kids that were probably at this hospital, I don't think he deserves forgiveness. But the person who gets to decide that is the people he directly affected, and that would be Harumasa.
Have you decided to forgive him?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. It's just acceptance.
Yeah, I get that.
I take it as it is. Good or bad, pain or joy. There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what makes up life itself. There's always going to be evil, but there's always going to be good out there too. Like how I was on the brink but recovered miraculously. Even though I've lost family, I got to meet you and my amazing teammates.
Suddenly a phone rings. It's Harumasa's specialist doctor.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life.
Oh no, who could have thought? Literally, who could have thought?
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease.
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you. We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only works on you. Must have been made by someone who knew your condition inside and out.
I wonder who that would be.
It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death.
Maybe it was just because I was talking about Sunday before, but is this Sunday's voice actor? Harumasa hangs up the phone after a brief chat with the doctor. He looks a little confused, as if he needs a long time to process this fact.
So, it wasn't a miracle.
I think it was a miracle. Like, I highly doubt Homie would have actually thought this medicine would reach you at some point, especially if he became corrupted at a miracle. I think it's a miracle that you managed to get under the point whatever percent chance that you decided to inject that into your body. First of all, you were dumb enough to inject it into your body. But then second of all, Homie was working on that his entire life. I don't think he was ever going to see you again. And he was just on the run for all this time, away from all these power players. That's still a chance. That, to me, is a miracle. No wonder that Ethereal was guarding the drug.
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness. No wonder that Ethereal stayed near it.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me. I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him.
Harumasa leans against the rooftop railing and stays quiet for a long time. Just when you think he's dozed off, he breaks the silence.
Thanks for being here. Don't worry. I'll live my life to the fullest. But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life. Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
Please! I think if he's asking for that, I would do what he asks. You know, it would be a very difficult decision. Here's my thing. If he said, kill me before I became an ethereal, I don't think I could physically do that. Because what if there's a chance of curing you, right? But killing him after he becomes an ethereal, okay, I can promise to do that. Because technically you'd already be dead, air quotes. I feel like wasn't this the dilemma in The Last of Us? I feel like that was the dilemma in The Last of Us. Like, looking for a cure, and like, there was a decision that you had to make where you would have to end up killing Joel or someone. I don't know. I didn't really play the series. I just watched bits and pieces of it. But like, I feel like this has been played out in a game before. I just can't remember which one. I will promise that I will kill you after you become an ethereal. But before that, we're gonna figure out other shit for you, okay?
All right. I promise.
Thank you. Though, I really hope that day doesn't come anytime soon.
I think you'll be fine.
All right. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest in this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
After enjoying the calm for a while, you suddenly receive a message from Harumasa. To celebrate his partial recovery, he wants to invite everyone for a small gathering at the port. Talk to the Bamboo Boatman? There is a Bamboo Boatman here. Oh, we all going to the port? Looks like none of my friends were late. How sweet of you. If I'm not mistaken, there's only one person here who's known for being late. Oh, who is that? I'm gonna be dumb. Not me. In any case, to mark my brush with death, or rather my miraculous survival, I've specially invited everyone to relax today. I even picked the hottest hobby around, sea fishing.
Yay! If we catch a big fish, I can eat it right away?
Nope, you have to bring it back and cook it first.
Today is perfect for training with a sea fishing competition. Looks like Chief's going in all out. Asaba, your health. Sorry for not telling you all everything earlier. It's true that my situation is pretty serious, but I can still work normally. Section 6 pays well, so I'm not planning to leave yet. But I do have a small request. I'd appreciate it if you all stop looking at me like I'm on my deathbed. If you can treat me the same way as before, that would be great. To me, you're the same to me as before. There's no difference. I see.
If our superiors have any questions about this later, I'll find a way to handle it. Thanks. You're still the most reliable one among us. Among us?
Huh? Is Harumasa different?
Not at all. I'm still your slacking off partner, Zakaku. Just kidding. Don't worry, I'll be fine for a while. As for the future, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But today, the main event is sea fishing. The doctor said it's good for my physical and mental health to come out and stay active, right, Wise?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Nice. You picked up exactly where I was going with that. The preparations will take a little longer, so feel free to wander around before then. The sea breeze here is very pleasant, so make sure you enjoy it to the fullest.
Oh, it's Harumasa's buddies. Boatman. Just Bangbu Boatman and Bangbu Boatman.
Enna, the ship will set sail soon. Please prepare to board. Enna.
If you like a group photo, please take it here. Well, since you said so. Oh no, they're forcing the photo minigame again.
Enna.
Time for a group photo. Target. Where? Girly Pop. No. Oh, we brought the kids along. Oh, I'm so glad. This makes me so happy. After that, everyone tries sea fishing under Harumasa's guidance. After some initial confusion, everyone gradually finds their rhythm and catches some fish. If you ask who caught the most, of course it's Harumasa. Wyeth, his usual mischievous smile, his golden pupils reflecting the vast sky and ocean. The wind blows, gently lifting his headband, like a long-delayed farewell. Perhaps the long night hasn't ended, but hope always glows with golden light. Oh, I'm very happy they did this story very well. I was very worried that they were going to go with the trope that a lot of, I think, disability stories do go down this road. They kind of, like, it was partially almost there, but then luckily they didn't do the thing where I didn't want them to do, where a lot of the times with certain stories, they'll have a disabled character, and then they'll essentially go like, oh, there's going to be this huge thing that happens, and suddenly he'll overcome his disability, and then suddenly he's better, and he's an able-bodied person now, which I'm kind of glad they didn't fully do. Yes, they had the shot where basically it cured his disease. Not necessarily, it kind of did. He still has the issue with like possibly becoming corrupted. That's still a thing that can happen. But it wasn't like, I guess, like a fanfare thing, you know? It wasn't this whole thing where they made this big deal out of like, oh, he became able-bodied again, right? I think if it went down that route, I would like the story a lot less. I do like the fact that we get to see a lot of the side stuff he does. Like, it very much reminds me of characters like Kaya, who does things in the background. They're kind of mischievous. They play off this like whole thing. They say they're fine when they're really not. And I don't know, I do like that fact of it. And the parallels to like real life things, like basically this is like a very huge coding for like people who are physically disabled, or those who have ADHD, autism, like a mental disability. The parallels are certainly there, and especially the scene where it's kind of just like you don't know how to continue with the disease that you're living with, especially if people view it in either like they either treat you way worse because of it. Like, I really like that line where he was just like, can you guys stop treating me like I'm like 1 foot in my deathbed? Like, that I think hit me the most, because as much as you can feel sympathy for those who are not able-bodied, they can also do normal things. Like, they can just, you don't have to treat them like babies, you know? They just had to live differently than you. You have to like understand, like, from their perspective, that most likely most of their lives people were treating them like they couldn't do anything, that they were useless. So they want to have agency, you know, stuff like that. I do enjoy this story a lot just because of the parallels that it has to real life. And like, I don't know, I personally am not disabled, so I do not want to speak on top of this on the disabled community, but I do enjoy the fact that like he's not really like talked down to as a child. You know, it's like, oh, you poor baby, you can't do anything because you have ether aptitude syndrome. Like, I like that he's a strong character. It can always be argued that like they could do better. Like, what if Harumasa had a cane, or like his cane was a part of like a bow and arrow? What if he had a wheelchair? Stuff like that. There are other versions, I think, for them to possibly improve on the representation of like a physical disability like this. But I think for what it is right now, I think it does speak on, I think, what a lot of people can experience if they ever go through a period of their life where they're not able to, like, if they have a long-term illness, or if they have a chronic condition where, like, maybe they have fibromyalgia or like physical disabilities, like stuff like that. So I can always argue that there could always be more options to possibly represent that community more. But at the same time, I don't know, everyone's gonna have a different opinion on this, like how disability representation can be. Some people do want that, like, physical visualization of, like, oh, they have a cane, or they have a wheelchair, something, or diabetic patches, stuff like that, where it's very obviously shown that this person, like, hey, is disabled and they just exist, you know. I do like the fact that there are a lot of, like, I don't want to call them tropes, but they're like kind of like things that people can say or do when it could be annoying to those who are disabled. Like, I do know that, like, one of the gripes that, like, some people do have is when people look like they constantly pity them, or, like, look at them like they are lesser than. Like, the idea of, like, oh, this poor baby needs to be sheltered and coddled because he has this syndrome, and, like, things are happening, and oh, I need to do all these things for him. When Harumasa really is a character who is strong enough to essentially be able to do the things that he's able to do, even with the conditions that he has. He just needs a little bit more time to recover, and, like, he gets tired easily. So I do like the fact that they never fixed it in the end. Like, he's still tired, he is still slacking on work, and he's just, you know, contemplating life. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like Harumasa? Are you ever thinking of pulling for him, even though he's a free character for us right now? Or are you gonna go for his engine? Let me know what you guys think about this story in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.